Hey everybody, welcome to Divide and Conquer Hogwarts Prep. This is a 5th edition game in the Harry Potter world. This is currently the year 1944, and our young wizards and witches are in some very nasty Muggle territory at the moment. So, do we have any special specific announcements before we get into thanking our friends?
Merch.
What?
Always.
What is that?
Always.
What is that,
Always.
Jeremiah?
What is this?
Is that a hashtag bless? Also, things you can pick up at the merch store are things like our Magic Night stickers, or something like our Sacred World mugs.
Trixie sticker.
The Trixie sticker. Or the Order of the Bros. There's so much stuff in there.
The Sea Devils.
Can I thank the company that sent me my dice during this quarantine? Just because they're like chill as shit.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I just want to throw a shout out. Level Up Dice went absolutely above and beyond. Yeah, I know I can't show this for crap, but yeah, awesome people. Really awesome dice. I'm super hyped about them, and White Ivory Jade is obviously the coolest because spiders. But
As it is, I will remind the players that it's also Chess's phobia. But very important thing, other than us having amazing merch down below, and we'll thank our friends in a second. To get this out of the way, which is not that makes it sound like it's less than what it should be. A very important detail that this is episode 69.
Glorious.
oh my god.
Does that mean no?
No, it does not mean anything in game.
Is that
That's the after hour stream, Jess.
Is that
Does
why you're
that mean that
excited?
Neff finally gets together with Borla?
That's the after hours.
Is that why you're excited for this?
That's
game?
why I'm excited. I've been telling the players that I've never done this before in any of my D&D games, which I haven't. There's a new thing that we're gonna do if I do it correctly. I mean, I hope it's done well. It's episode 69. Ha ha ha. Hashtag 69.
Sex number. All you need now is weed number.
Oh yeah,
and it will
that's
be
my mic setting.
Sex, weed, numbers. Monetization is a thing. Wanted to congratulate our friends at Talon Claw, which had a super cool dice pre-order dealie. It's over now, so if you're watching in the future and you've been catching up and seeing previous episodes, all the dice announcements. That's it. Sorry. Just gonna have to wait until next time.
It's done now.
I cannot wait for them to send me my Raven wooden dice.
Now
I
I feel
actually
bad for
forgot
hiding
what
their
I ordered.
competition.
What?
I actually forgot what I ordered, but I'm excited for my wooden dice to be rolled.
The Basilisk looked really cool, and the Manowar, that was gorgeous. But I had to go with my goth self and order some black dice. But yeah, also just if you go to their Etsy, the info is down below. You get 10% off if you put the code Divine Conquer, which you can get things like wooden dice vaults, like this guy. This is a tray. They have single dice vaults like this guy, and there's no dice in there, right? Yeah, no dice in there. And then dual hex dice vaults like this guy. And then they also have some leather dice trays and DM screens. It's pretty cool. Pretty dope. I noticed that I was talking away from the mic, so just dice.
Their wood smells great.
I love smelling wood.
They have one
And also their wood too. It's great. Yeah. Oh my god, look at how pretty that is. Look at all them pretties. But yeah. It is getting closer to if you have nothing to do and can spare $1 a month, you can sign up for the Alistair Patreon, which the info is again down below. Our friend Lynn is doing the art, and Vic is writing the comic, which the full comic will release in August on Webtoons. So. Yes. Get sneak peeks, get a little bit of heads up for as little as $1 a month. You know, you got a little bit of extra time in your hands during these QV days. Yeah, why don't you just help out some bros? It is totally a righteous thing to do. But yes, if we have no further announcements and all our friends have been properly friended, let's introduce ourselves. Yes.
One quick thing.
Yeah.
Just remember to be nice and kind to others in this time.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, please do that.
Yeah.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Don't touch your
Don't
face like
sneeze
this.
and then pat somebody on the back. That's a bad thing.
Wear a heckin' mask.
Wear masks, please.
Wear a mask. Don't throw your gloves in the street.
Please don't do
Wear
that.
the mask on the street, please. But yeah.
That's just rude as hell. Just please don't be rude. Sucks. Rudeness. The apocalypse is no reason to be rude.
Exactly.
So, I've been watching too many zombie movies lately. Well,
That's the norm for me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I usually like supernatural horrors, but zombies are good too. But alright, guys, let's introduce thyselves. I am Jesus. I'll be the Dungeon Master for tonight's game. As per usual, going from audience left to right. First off, we have Jeremiah.
Hello, my name is Jeremiah, and I play Leon Jones, Ravenclaw professor
Yeah.
at Hogwarts,
Yeah.
with fairies all around him and glorious brown hair.
Look at all those new cards with your level 8s and your new ability score improvements for those that got them or etc.
17 dexterity.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have a new mic.
New mic.
Do I sound glorious now?
Yeah, you do. Up next is
ASMR street now, boys.
ASMR. We have I was gonna say your name, but we have Ryan.
Hallo, mein Name ist Ryan und ich bin gespielt Griswold. Crap, I tried. Okay.
I'm so immersed right now.
My,
gosh.
my name is Ryan. I'll be playing Griswold, a Circle of Spores druid. Circle of Spores is in the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica, and I'm going to be flexing my German as much as humanly possible because we're talking to Nazi soldiers. And
Yeah, we'll see how useful that is. That's the Dungeon Master be like, what did you say?
I spent this last week. I spent this last week practicing like just what little I remembered, just for this.
You spent this last week boning up on it?
Oh yeah, you know it.
Speaking of bones, hey Lee.
Nice segue.
Lee, that's your turn.
I know I lost my thing. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm Lee, and I play Bones. Boning up is just what we do with books.
Oh my god. Isn't it?
No.
Isn't it?
I'm a sorcerer, and I have some wild magic abilities and in-house Gryffindor, and maybe some new fun feats. Spell sniper-esque. We'll see.
That's really good.
Yeah, excited to play tonight.
Oh.
I just thought of a really cool idea with Spell Sniper. But as a DM,
Have
would
two
be really
snipers.
it's going us to Jess. What's up, Jess?
Hi, I'm a Jess. I play Neff, who is a Hufflepuff barbarian who likes to smash things with her maul.
We're gonna get that bumper
Yes.
sticker.
And only introduction for Neff.
We're gonna have vote for Nev. And that's gonna be your campaign slogan. Smash things with my mall. And then over on the end, we have a Deuce. Since Steph, you're right off camera front, let's introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. I'm going to be playing Sonia, the divination witch from Hufflepuff, and I have an eye in a jar.
Yeah, you do. You got an eyeball in that jar ball.
Eyeball in a jar.
Yeah.
A jar of dirt,
you gotta-
but an eyeball in a dirt.
You got to do what your madam said and practice using the eye. All right. At the sneakiest end, we have Josh.
In the shadows.
I'm Josh. I'll be playing Jericho, the werewolf, rogue, Hufflepuff, arcane trickster. Yeah, all that.
All the things.
All that.
All just
glorious body.
just
Glorious body.
Just a little bit of all the everything. But with our introductions out of the way, let's roll that beautiful bean footage and then get into the game.
Hype.
Alrighty, everybody.
That's not the only thing that's hot.
I mean, you pay what you get for, girl. I try to my best. All right, there we go. So, to do a little bit of recap. Last time, the Order of the Broken Moth finds themselves in France, learning that there's 3 Vela settlements within the region. And that they have lost communication. Also learning that through some, let's say, persuasion of the criminal wizard by the name of Grindelwald, is keeping the Vels in check for not joining his side of the cause. With the loss of communication, the Madame having her daughter in one of the Vela locations at the furthest end, closer to Paris, entering occupied Germany since it is currently occupied France. Currently the year 1944, and the Nazi Muggles are invading quite a bit of territory at the moment. With that information, defeating the Fey entity that was kind of guarding this fort that you guys were in with the Malamas, and freeing them, this wood nymph that tried to charm y'all's hearts, the Madame had a kind of a warning. Not trusting the only wizard to date that should be able to stop Grindelwald, Albus Dumbledore, and instead placing more faith upon you guys. And with that faith came the Ion Stone tea that she brewed. If you guys lived, you would metamorphosize your bodies into becoming slightly stronger. After the tea's been brewed, your bodies recovered. She did note that this did not come for free. She tasked you guys with going to the furthest Vela Sanctuary territory, if you will, to see what is happening, since she needs communication with her daughter. And that's essentially what the party's doing at the moment. Traveling up north, being pretty gosh dang sneaky and avoiding any unwanted eyes upon you guys. You've reached one of the forests, padding against the snow and hiding where you guys can, when you heard some gentlemen speaking in German. And that's where we ended last week's game. So, as we put a little bit of music, slightly change the theme here. Before we change to another map, I'm just going to set up the scene. Excuse me. See what you guys want to do, and then we'll see what happens. So, at the current, as I'm just looking to make sure that there's no other audio thing that I should pull up. Since this song's a little bit sorrow, that might not be the exact thing that I want right now. It's fine. All right, we'll use that temporarily. Okay, so as you guys were approaching the area again, this is a vast forest. The trees still have some life within them, as you see that there are heavily covered in snow, and the snowfall is thick, but not enough that it's crunching your noise just yet. It is towards the end of February, so the warm is coming. Not anytime soon, but it is coming. As you guys, maybe 100 feet or so, as you guys are trekking through the woods, hopped over a makeshift fence that had some sign that just pretty much meant this was a closed park. You did see that in front of it there was a like almost like a Nazi tag just like slapped on front of it. As you guys are within the area, and Griswold did hear a couple of one word that he was able to translate through this this German conversation.
Thank you.
And the word was Griswold.
I believe it was Sigeunerin, which translates to gypsy.
Mm-hmm. So, with you guys cold and having ish equipment to huddle up, having your gear, the new presence of the ion sun within your bodies coursing through your veins, a new fresh eyeball of some sort of quality to it. New tricks that you guys have learned since you leveled up. What do we do? As you heard the loudness, and then the two German men are quietly speaking at the moment. You don't quite make it since you guys are below kind of a hill that's more of stone, and you see that the forest kind of like levels up a bit. So it's a good little perch right now to be just behind the stone of this boulder to get yourself cover if you need.
So we're at the top of the hill or the bottom?
At the bottom of the current.
Okay.
I am going to quickly do a quick look around and make sure we are not spotted yet.
Roll perception.
Okay.
And just a note, Steph, because your camera keeps dropping. Can you
19.
You can still hear us after when your camera drops, right?
A 19.
Steph.
Say again?
I said you can still hear us when your camera drops, right? So long as you can hear us, you can know what's going on. Okay, just make
with the 19, you look behind you. The tracks that you guys have made, unless noted, have not been terribly concealed, but you don't see anything behind you. You don't see any larger footprints. The with some of the trickery that you've encountered, especially like invisibility and stuff like that, which is rare in your world. It is a difficult spell to learn, and even more difficult items to craft invisibility. You don't see any additional footprints in the snow. You've been the tracker mostly. You kind of been leading the way here. You kind of know the general size and shape of most of your friends' footprints, as an odd thing to know, but you do. From your point of view, you have not been spotted in any way nor tracked.
Okay.
Do we have eyes on the people?
No, you only heard them. You have not seen any of the. You have not seen either of the gentlemen. You've only heard them.
I'm going to motion to everybody to stop, and I'm going to point behind us to indicate our footprints, and I'm going to put my finger up to my ear, like to indicate that we should listen, to see if we've been spotted or not. And then I'm going to quickly put my hat, like tug my hat down, and yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna transform into a German soldier type person, like the uniform, which I would have seen before, and then just like a man's regular kind of looking man's face.
Sure. Okay.
Dark hair.
As you do so, you guys all see as the hat kind of gets tugged, and almost like a swirl from starting from the hat all the way down, as Neff just shapes. And actually, to your point of view, looks like she lost some mass as she used to have this guise to change herself into a male, a little bit taller than her, with the features that you would indicate. But of a German male, or a male looking in German clothing from one of the Muggles stations that you guys have passed on your trip here.
I'm going to, because was I the only one that overheard the German?
Well, everyone heard voices, but you know what it is.
Gotcha.
You know that it's German, and you know just because like I can translate that word. I would assume that Leon also would probably have a good.
That's what I was about to get to.
A good clue as to I think I know what's happening right now.
I'd look to Leon and very quietly say, "You know any German?"
Very little.
I know a little bit too. I'm gonna look to Neff and say, "I've got a plan, but it's spotty is best, and you have to realize if these are soldiers, we can't leave witnesses."
Neff kind of just looks down and shakes her head, nods her head, I should say.
Alright, there's 2 phrases that I need you to remember. And bear in mind, I'm saying all of this as quietly as humanly possible because I don't know their location.
And I'm not saying anything.
Okay. First one is Heil Hitler.
Oh no!
Yeah, you have to remember she's disguised as a German soldier. I'm not like in context. This makes sense. Me saying it in stream and out of context, entirely different. And the second one, what would be good on the fly? Give me a second. I'm going to look to Steph. Or I'm going to look to Sonia and say, comprehend languages might be good here.
As you say that,
else be good besides
and Sonia acknowledges you. You guys hear just a whoosh of the wind picking up, going towards you, and almost like their voices get carried a little bit towards the wind now. They're roll me insight, everybody.
Insight. 18 for Leon.
Okay, yeah, 18 will do for sure.
29.
Yeah, of course.
No, it doesn't. Doesn't pass.
29 is too high. You actually fail. No. What did the rest of you guys get?
8.
8. Yeah. These are words. You're trying really hard to remember the word Heil. Is it hail? No. Heil?
Hail Hitler.
What about the rest of you guys?
18 for Bones.
Okay, 18. Yeah. So far, everybody except for Nev.
16.
16.
Wait, what am I rolling?
Insight. As the wind picks up and their voices are carried with the wind, I want to see if you guys can decipher a little bit of what their emotion is or their general attitude.
16.
16. So everybody except for Neff, as it is a little bit nerve-wracking as you know what you're putting yourself up front. The conversations are getting heated. They're speaking way too fast for Griswold to even understand. and it is getting a little bit intense at the moment.
All right, I'm going to gesture to the party as a whole and be like, the second they hear us talk English, they are going to assume we are hostile. Like, that's just intuition, and from what I've read about like Nazis in general, like even in the newspaper, just the second they hear us speak English, we're in trouble. Avoid it.
I'm gonna. Oh, go ahead.
And then Neff, for the second phrase, it's going to be. This is a little longer, so if you roll and fail on this, it's totally fine. But
if you just fail when they get you, that's fine.
Ich hab diese Kinder gefangen.
Ich hab Kinder gefangen.
The basic translation is, I captured these kids trying to cross the border, and I shortened it. I didn't put crossing the border because it makes it like a very long sentence, but keeping it.
Fuck.
Okay, I'm gonna look at Nev. Nev, how comfortable do you feel doing this?
I could just be mute. I could just be mute.
Roll me perception, everybody.
If you're gonna walk the walk, you need to talk the talk.
I'm gonna try and help Neff with it.
Okay.
And
Who?
tip my little hat.
Oh. Okay.
Tip my hat and disguise myself as a soldier.
All right,
not
as
a general. Not as a
okay.
general, because I think Neff said you wanted to disguise yourself like a general.
Well, we don't want to go like brass.
No, I
to
was,
a
I was
lieutenant
going like a
at most.
typical
A
soldier.
general soldier. Not general.
Oh, a general soldier.
Yeah.
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 As Leon tips his hat as well and disguises himself to look like another soldier. What did you all get it on perception?
Dirty 20.
All right, that definitely passes.
perception.
30,
Yeah.
20.
Passes.
18.
18 passes.
Perception. What is my perception?
What's up, Neff?
Natural 20. 22 total.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a dirty 20.
Oh my god, yeah, you guys are all doing excellent. Good.
I got a natural 20 also, so 21.
Oh my, that is like 3 nat 20s. You guys are hearing perfectly as the wind's picking up. One thing that you're noticing, the snowfall is kind of starting to get a little bit heavier as the night is approaching more. You feel that it's getting colder, and the atmosphere is definitely adapting to that at the moment. And you see snow just hitting ever so beautifully around you as the trees are moving, and you guys are noticing the innate danger that you guys could be in for a number of reasons. You guys start looking around with their bombastic noises and just how loud they're starting to speak. You're noticing there's no birds or no animals nearby. So you guys are getting the sense that including the perception and the insight, that stealth is key. Like, you guys cannot be cut off guard. These guys look like they're heated. These guys sound like they're tense.
Wait, do we have visual of them yet?
No, not yet. Unless you guys tell me you're approaching above this little hill, then not yet.
Okay.
You're just hearing everything downwind, essentially.
Okay, they just sound like super heated.
They sound heated for sure.
Okay.
And then you guys hear a dog at a
That's
farm
what I
very
hear.
far off. You hear kind of a buckle, and you hear metal clanking.
Where do we hear that?
From where they are going downwind. And then you hear very loudly, Dendrake! And then, which I probably butchered, Dendrake.
Draka?
Drake.
Spell
From
it.
DEN and then DRECK. And that's, and then you hear
With that,
and
I'm gonna
echoes
cast-
of gunfire.
yeah, with that I'm gonna cast first dog noises.
Cast dog noise.
I'm gonna cast what's that called? Pass Without Trace.
Okay. As you see Leon mutter his words, and then you hear a different voice. You just yell, 9!
Hey, I know that word.
Yeah, that one's kind of easy.
All right, I'm gonna look at him and be like, "This is as good as we're gonna get. Let's go."
Okay.
And
I was like, I
I'm
know
gonna-
2 phrases in German. That's it.
Okay. Okay. So what are you guys doing?
Let's do this.
Like as this is happening, because as the first bang happened and everything's happening, what do you guys do in between these couple seconds?
Drawing staff, equipping shield, and moving up the hill,
Okay.
kind of stealthily, but I'm assuming that the
Yeah.
loud noises are going to mask our approach.
I'm gonna before we actually move, I'm gonna say to everybody, it's like, let's move a little stealthily and quietly. We're
Yep.
a little
You
bit
know who you're
disguised,
talking
but
to?
we're disguised, but let's try not to get caught.
You
I'm not
Pass Without
looking at you,
Trace.
Jericho. You're not gonna get caught.
Pass Without Trace is 30 feet around you, right?
Obviously.
30 feet around me.
Okay. Just so the party
There's like
knows.
a 30 feet radius. There's a
Okay.
30 feet radius.
Okay. Bones. Anything specific that you are doing to prepare before you encounter these gentlemen? Neff?
Just
Oh.
trying to remember if there's any German I know and keep my mouth shut generally.
Okay. Understood. Neff?
I have a question for the DM.
Yes.
So because I now have stealth at a normal, do I get advantage on stealth or no?
No, it
If
just
I-
means
if I
that
go-
whenever...
Pass Without Trace is +10 to your
Right.
Yeah. Your ability is that whenever anything dictates
Oh,
that
okay.
you would it's a very late version of what Jericho could have done at level 1. Is pretty much whenever its rules are like normally if you do stealth you move at half speed. So what happens is when you do stealth, you and Jericho can both do full speed movement.
Gotcha.
Are we in the forest, right?
Yes, you are in the forest. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Don't
Are
worry,
you-
Jeremiah. Mountains will be here soon. Sonia and Jericho. Anything specific that you guys want to do before, like these couple seconds to prepare?
I am going to. So then I'm going to actually cut away off to the side,
Okay.
just in case anything.
Okay. Away from the 30 feet circle.
Yeah, when I see Jericho doing that, I'm gonna tell him don't go too far, so you're within my spell.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go too. No, I know, I got this. You know who we're talking to. Won't pay attention.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the reason why you're turning invisible.
Okay.
More exceptionally, I guess.
This is no time to bicker.
Okay. With that, Sonia, is there anything specific that you're doing? So,
Say again?
Sonia, is there anything specific that you're doing?
Cover myself as much as possible with my cloak and my shawl and everything. I'm just gonna be very towards the back.
Okay. Okay. Alrighty. So, with that, big question: are you guys
Yeah.
going full speed, or are you stealthing, or what are you doing?
Oh, my vote is stealth.
Okay.
Very
If we're stealthing, everybody roll me a stealth. Plus your 10, except for Jericho. Jericho, you're gonna go away and try to flank. So roll me stealth, everybody, and then
So gonna-
give me your numbers. As I need to roll perception. Oh,
Leon.
that's actually high. Oh, why
Leon
would they
is
not?
31.
31, not that high. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Okay.
That's so good.
Griswold
Leon,
rolls
10, right?
25.
25. Okay, if you're moving away from the 30 feet, then no. If you're gonna stay within 30 feet, then yes. 30 feet is pretty large, and there are a lot of trees, so you can like move away from the pack and still stay within. So it's up to you. So if we need to move to a map, I need to know if you're within 30 feet or away from 30 feet.
I'm still gonna be 25.
Okay, yeah, that's totally cool. Okay.
That's 40.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, 40 is good. What about the rest of you guys?
23.
Oh, okay. Actually, all right.
Oh,
Yeah, they rolled really high.
You are disguised as a Nazi soldier.
But you are disguised, which is a thing that I need to think about as well. No, Lee, we cannot hear you if that's what you were doing. Sonia, what did you get?
I got a nat 20 plus 2, then plus the 10, so it's 30.
Of course.
It was beautiful.
Bones, if you can, you could. If for whatever reason we can't hear you, I can see that it says that you're talking on Discord, but I can't actually hear you. I don't know if anybody else can.
No.
Okay. Look, since people are rolling so incredibly high, we'll go with this. Type me what you get, and can you hear us?
She rolled a dirty 20. She rolled a 30.
Oh, yes, okay, cool. Okay, so because you did that, I'm assuming that you can hear us. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, Lee. Maybe she can't.
I'll handle it.
Thank you. So, as you guys are going forward and start stepping above the hill, and that's when you hear the 9, and as soon as you get up, you start seeing wind and snow just pile in front of you guys, and the image that you see is about 40 feet in front of you or so. You see 2 men, as the exact image that you were thinking, 2 Nazi soldiers just holding their pistol and at 2 cross sections, and it looks like they're shooting at an old woman. What do you guys do? As that's when the shot hits it, and this lady, she looks incredibly old with this white and blue dress above her. She looks like she can barely walk as she's kind of crutched over with a cane. What do you guys do?
I've just, like, the second I see this, I'm immediately just going to shout, Vartan!
Mm-hmm.
Just, like, I'm seeing an old woman being shot at.
Yeah.
I know a little bit of the language. Like, Vartan translates to wait.
Wait. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Anybody else have a thing that they want to do? I'll give it as the best I can give you is a movement. So not an action, a movement, speech, anything that's a bonus action for sure. Does anyone have any of this before they react as well?
I only know 2 phrases in German. That's it.
Okay.
Because basically, like, I kind of thought about this, like, with the travels that Leon has done. He only knows 2 and very, very simple.
Yeah.
There's like 3 words on it. That's it.
For what it's worth, Griswold is not much better. Knows basic conversational German, and other than that, it's basically Germanglish.
English. Understood. Does anyone want to do anything specific?
I'm not really gonna say anything. I am. My hand is on my holster.
Okay.
My gun holster.
Yeah, understood.
This guy's my Wandas. It's like I'm not happy with that.
Okay. Griswold actually said something.
Yeah.
So yeah, Neff would jump up.
Okay.
Like, and put her hands out like that.
Oh my god, am I speaking through you? Oh no!
There's a puppet
That's funny.
system
That's good.
now. There's a
That's
puppet
good.
system now. That's what's going
That's
on.
good. That's good. Anybody else? If I'm not getting anything, then yes.
Lee, your mic appears to be fixed. It's no longer auto firing.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't hear anything you guys did. I'm just guessing here, but yeah, I'm.
Okay, well, it appears to be functional now.
Okay,
Sonya,
so you're
Jericho.
at the moment you just saw just in case Lee didn't hear this, when you guys approach over the bridge as wind and snow looks like it's picking up even heavier than before, you see two German soldiers shoot an old woman.
Wait, they shot her?
Yeah, they are in the process of shooting her.
They are firing on an old lady.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, they haven't really fired yet.
No, they have.
The old lady is still there.
They
The old
have
lady
pulled
is
the trigger.
standing because
Okay.
everything's happening at the same time.
Okay.
As soon as this is all over, we'll see what happens. But
Okay.
there's been 3 shots, and then you guys got ready. You guys pulled over to the top of the hill, and then 2 soldiers on opposite crisscross from each other shot this old woman. And that's
Yes.
second and the 4th and 5th gunfire that you hear.
Okay.
As when you approach above, you see this old woman getting shot. Neff, Leon, and Griswold already did their action. So anything
Wait.
less than an action. So
You said bonus action?
a bonus action
Bonus
or saying something. You cannot do both.
Can
Or
I? Oh,
movement, right?
I didn't really do anything.
Yeah. So what do you want to do?
Can I bonus action?
Yeah. What do you want to do?
Because I'm really not happy with this. Hunter's mark one of the guards.
No, totally. All right. As you're fixing on it, and as soon as your hand is on your holster, and you kind of touch your
Because Hunter
wand.
mark is bonus action.
Yeah. So as you're tracking one just to get that extra necrotic damage.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to do anything specific?
Can we do? You said no cantrip, right? So no.
Unless it's a
major-
bonus action.
Yeah, unless it's a bonus.
Yeah. It has to be like within the fraction, within the reality of a second to a second and a half time frame. So
True strike.
all right, true strike. On
What is the approximate distance from us to?
they're 40 feet in front of you.
40 feet in front.
Yeah.
All right, that's outside of 10 feet.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
Anything that
Hunter's mark is 90. Just
yeah,
Just-
I remember it was a pretty long distance. Anything that Griswold or Jericho or Sonya want to do? Pretty sure Jericho is probably just going to do nothing because that's the best thing a rogue can do.
I have a dumb idea.
We're all
Oh,
good.
Right?
Famous
yes.
last word.
I
Here-
hate those words.
This is the Harry Potter
What's up?
group staple.
What's up?
No.
You cut out a little bit.
What?
No, we're laughing a bit.
Oh, the
Yeah,
lag
we-
is. Oh, okay.
Feel free to type it.
Yeah, I was gonna. If you want to type it, please do so. If you think that's a little bit faster. Because I kind of need to know what you guys are
since I'm
doing.
hitting-
Yeah. 40 is pretty good assumption of hitting. As the wind is blown contently and the snow keeps piling above, the trees quick and curl as Jericho is doing a thing.
They're typing now.
Okay.
Or they were.
I will say that when the Griswold you shouted, one will look behind, and the first thing that they're going to see is Neff in full disguise as Halt was shouted out loud. And you see a look of complete terror on his face. And that man utters, "Loaf, I think that's how it's pronounced.
Lauf.
Yeah. Just if it might not be correct, but Brian,
Run?
double check me as he's like Lauf, and then you see the other one fire as the person who yelled the. Then you hear the as the other ones just starts clicking and clicking, but there's nothing keeps firing as the old shift instead. Okay.
shit.
We are already blowing cover, ladies and gentlemen.
As
God.
as Jericho is shifting and howling, as
in case he distract them and howl, like in case, so he's not really howling.
Oh,
yet.
okay, he needs it. Okay, gotcha. Sorry, I only read the last part.
He's shifted, but he's not.
Okay,
He's gonna howl when the distraction is needed.
As you guys see don't hear it, but you see from the different as just Jericho's arm just starts shifting, and then he just disappears behind a tree, and you don't see him anymore. This old woman just viciously runs towards the gentleman, and he starts screaming as the other one starts clicking his gun, and nothing's happening. And you see this woman's hand completely extend almost twice her length, grab onto his chest, and you just see as the blood splatters against the white snow. And I need everyone to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
What?
Holy shit.
Well, I guess the enemy wasn't their soldiers.
Yeah.
Wisdom save.
Yep.
17.
17, that's a pass.
That's 3. Yeah, that's a 17 for me.
Pass, alright. We got 2 passes.
I think
Griswold? Bones.
No,
8?
oh wait. Sorry, I forgot I have proficiency to it. 11.
11's a fail, unfortunately.
Bones got 3.
3 is definitely a fail. And if you guys can say it in chat, if not, then type it, please. Jericho and Sonia, please type in what your wisdom saving throw is. As you hear this bone crunching rip as the soldier just falls immediately from like organs and intestines being completely ripped off, and as the wind just blows even heavier from behind her, it almost seems like the center of the wind is this old woman.
21 Sonya, 17 Jericho.
They both pass. As I will turn a little bit of description before I let you see what this individual looks like. As the wind blows, and for a fraction of a second, you actually see her skin is completely blue. Like a complete frozen individual, as she's biting on this other man and completely ripping him apart. You see that when he bends over, he starts freezing as the bites continue, and her eyes are completely tiny little beads against her white hair. She looks taller than even Neff. Her hunchback makes her look enormous in comparison to like her completely skinny arms. And this is what she looks like.
Oh god, I can't.
It's a fucking hag.
As that happens and she sees you guys, she just starts stepping back into the wind as it starts blowing heavier and it starts obscuring her, and and it just, the cackling just stops as both of these men are dragged into the snow with her. And just as soon as she disappears, even a heavier burst of wind just hits all of you guys, and you feel the temperature just turn or drop technically. Like a heavy load.
God damn it! I knew I should have done it.
I'm gonna
You
turn
should've
back
done
to
my
them and
private
I'm gonna
roll.
say, do we go after her?
And
What was the wisdom saving throw?
okay, I was gonna say the DC is 15. The saving throw is against her
Terrifying.
presence, essentially. Yeah. everyone that failed, the only thing that's in your mind for a round or two, you're completely frozen. The only thing that's in your mind is just that huge grinning purple flesh gums with blood piercing all over them and just the beating eyes staring directly at you, and you are frightened of this creature.
Okay.
Like, I passed it, but I'm frightened.
So for a round or two, I believe Bones and Griswold, you guys will be just staring at the wind. And the only thing that really shakes you is either one of the players is going to have to, or the temperature is dropping so fast, so rapidly, that you just shiver, and that just makes you like, what just happened? And that image will be in your head for quite a while.
Goodness.
I'm just going to mutter to myself, but I'm pretty sure the party can hear me. I'm never fucking coming back to France.
Same,
Yeah,
bro,
you're being
same.
kind of effed over mentally quite a bit here, Griswold.
Oh yeah.
So, what does the party do?
I'm still gonna turn back around to everybody and be like, "Do we go after it?"
I
Primal
vote
awareness.
no.
Okay. Primal awareness. Let's see. Yeah, alright.
Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, face,
You
fiends, or undead.
you sense a fae for sure.
Son of a bitch.
It's almost the same ping as the nymph.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the party. I was like, maybe we should leave this alone. I sense the same energy as the one that we fought. The wood nymph.
Note that as you're talking, everything around you starts getting harder to see, almost like a thick. The winds are just carrying a supernatural fog of snow.
Why don't we move back to the fence? I'm in favor of moving back to the fence. That's yeah. Griswold's first priority is moving back and reassessing. Let's get the fuck out of here.
You
Yeah, I'll make my way back.
roll me perception, Jericho. Everybody that's 5 feet from each other can see each other.
No. Oh no.
What did he just roll?
What?
No, I don't know what he rolled, but I have reason
What
to
are we
believe
saying?
that
Yeah.
that Jericho just got separated.
Oh shit!
An 18.
18. With an 18, you're seeing you think you know where they were, but you're walking and the closer you walk, just you don't see anything in front of you. You think you see something, and then you almost trip over a branch before you notice that wasn't. And you guys don't see Jericho at all.
Yep.
I'm gonna use my survival, and I'm gonna try to find him.
Place.
Okay.
I was gonna stop and play.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho, type it. You're cutting out hard.
So for all I heard was Jericho's gonna. He's typing it, but he's gonna stop.
I
place.
heard stop in place.
So Neff, you're leaving the group to go find them.
I'm gonna say, okay, guys, go back towards the fence. I will find you. I'm gonna go find him first, and we'll be back. Just stay there.
This is a really bad idea.
Here, I'm gonna grab the rope.
Okay.
And
Okay.
All right, Neff, as you have rope in your hand.
Okay, that works.
And then you
no,
all.
how-
Well, roll me perception as well.
They said what's his Jericho is
I
the
know.
below howl.
Roll perception to see if you hear it.
That is a 19.
Okay, 19 will do.
17s.
As we have to
Are we
roll.
all rolling perception or what?
You can roll just to see if you hear it. Neff, since kind of the action's on you right now, you do hear it. And roll me survival.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop
Oh.
DC by like 5 because you hear it and you have rope.
That's a 14.
Okay, survive.
I'm gonna say the DC would have been like a 16, a little bit higher than usual by a little bit. So if you roll the 16, you'll be able to hear.
I
the low
rolled a
health.
16.
Okay.
Sonia
Sonia got a
Sonia's love
21.
is,
Yeah.
Sonia's love is
Sure.
guiding her.
Yeah, as she hears the howl. So you do see, and Neff, it only takes you 15 feet to find him. But that small of a distance is so heavily obscured, and by the time you find him, you do not see the party. If it wasn't for that rope being tethered into, from your point of view, almost nothing, you would not be. You don't think you'd have been able to find anybody. As the temperature is again dropping.
I grab his hand or claw or whatever.
You see a claw, and you both see each other. As long as you're within the 5 feet
I
gap,
still grab his
you
claw
you
and then
see
I'm
each other.
gonna drag him back.
Okay.
You gotta tug the rope. But like, oh, I'm super real. I have caught a Neff.
And a wolf boy.
And the wolfy boy.
He's a hidden boy.
Just so you guys don't have to stare at something you don't really want to look for terribly long. As you guys make your way back, you guys maybe have moved like 10 or 15 feet. If you are moving by and like in the same time as she's moving, but if not, then you guys under a minute or two, and you guys reunite with each other, and the temperature is dropping again. Like you guys are shivering.
Fall back to the goddamn fence. I'm just. I'm pulling the Terminator. Come with me if you want to live.
Okay.
Like.
As you guys
Come
make
on.
it, as you guys start going back towards the fence, you have a pretty good visual of where that is. It does take you an additional 20 minutes, and you should have to get back there. And as soon as you get to the location where you think the fence would be, you don't see it. And it's not until you hit the fence and you grab it. For some of you, you don't see it, and you don't see anything in front of you either, as the snow and wind is just obscuring everything here.
I'm going to.
Oh, I need to have a timer out. I would say that the entire encounter and you guys being in the winter effects, since I can't say what it is, has been a little bit under 30 minutes.
I'm gonna pull out our tent
Okay.
and say magic phrase. Pop
That's
it
a
out.
tent appears. Okay.
Get everybody in.
Okay. As you guys get in the tent, and it's still cold as shit, though. What do you guys do?
Is it windy?
Oh yeah, the tent is blowing. It's a magical tent, but
Yeah.
it's not like Liam's tiny hut.
Am I still frightened?
Not effect-wise, but not mechanically, but you are frightened
But
of
like
the image.
roleplay wise, I am mildly concernicus.
Yes, you're not. The effects have worn off after 30 minutes or so. By the time the tent comes up, we'll say it's been 30 minutes.
Okay.
And the snow is piling heavy as you start
as-
seeing it inside the tent piling as well.
As we were moving, does the wind look like it's like low hanging wind, or does it look like it's like way up high?
Roll me nature.
Sure.
What are you guys doing within the tent?
What time of day is it?
It was a couple of hours from nightfall, but at the moment you can't tell.
I'm gonna look at my watch.
Nature's a 12.
12? Okay. It really doesn't make sense to you. How the winds are affecting how everything's starting to pile up. this is 100% unnatural, and you're pretty damn sure that whatever's happening, whatever's controlling the weather here, it is being manipulated by that old woman.
That bitch.
Do you say this, Terry Griswold?
Yeah, I'll vocalize it to the party, and then after that, I will follow up with, I've got an idea.
I have a stupid idea,
Oh, boy.
Mine's stupider, trust me.
but I have a new spell. So
Oh, you got a
I'm
new
gonna go
spell.
outside the tent.
Okay. As soon as you step out, you were shivering inside the tent, but when you step out, it is incredibly cold as well. You went from being inside of a freezer to being inside of a bigger freezer.
Okay. Since I know this is like a magical effect, it's not natural.
Mm-hmm.
Just towards the area that we came out of, and our area, I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic.
I'm going to tell you to read the spell again before you cast it.
That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah.
It says one creature, object, or magical effect within range.
We're inside the
I thought
magical
this
effect.
would go under. That's why I thought.
Okay.
What is that level?
What level are you casting it at?
Target M.
What's the base level on it?
It's a level.
So, let me see if it can. What's I think that's how you spell it. That is okay. That's my answer. Cool. Thank you,
Okay.
Jeremy Carwell.
It is third level.
So you're casting
Well,
at third level?
least- Well, no, I'm saying like the base level for it is third level. I don't know if she's gonna cast
Base
it at
level
fourth or not.
Okay. So you cast it.
No, I cast it at third.
Okay. As you get out your wand, and you guys see this grin on Sonia, how proud of her she is with the new spell that she just learned after studying and a couple of trial it here and there at the Madame's. And she moves her wand in the motions to cast Dispel Magic. It says the correct words and the correct wand motions, and as the spell lingers, your spell lingers in the air, it starts grabbing around the area. Nothing happens.
Yes.
I'm gonna run out of the tent
Okay.
because I know Sonia's still out there, and I'm going to say, message me if this gets worse. I'm gonna try and scout this. Emphasis on try.
Are you? Do I hear any of this?
I mean,
get
yeah,
some rope.
you guys are all in the tent. So
Oh
yeah.
no, rope ain't gonna be able to reach me where I'm going. And with that, I cast Polymorph on myself, Giant Owl.
Okay.
Inside.
I made you.
When he does that, I'm gonna tell Nat. I'm gonna go inside the tent and tell everybody.
All right. As you're stepping out, Griswold, you heard that this.
And I want to note, Jesus, I understand I'm going to lose, like, the basically everything but, like, base personality of myself. I am picturing one thought in my mind as this polymorph goes through, and it's literally scout ahead and come back to the damn tent.
I mean,
That's it.
a giant owl is pretty intelligent.
It's smart, right?
Yeah, it's got an intelligence of 8.
Yeah, you
Smart boy.
have an intelligence of most people in the United States, at least. So that's not an insult. That's true. A 10 is what a person who just graduated high school would have. Like, you have base knowledge. So you have
Okay.
you are smart.
Gotcha.
You're not a genius. You're just smart. So all right. So we're oh shit! Did I think I closed the tab that I needed open. Okay, cool. All right. So as you step out, you see what type of owl are you doing?
I'm gonna do basically a giant version of a horned owl.
Okay, as a giant horned owl appears, as the feathers kind of get a puff bigger, as innately, instinctively, you start puffing up just to try to combat the cold that's hitting. And now that you're in a more sensitive primal creature, you're noticing the temperature is dropping fast and rapid.
I'm going to attempt to take flight.
Okay. As you start getting up, I do need you to make me an athletics check with the giant owl's stats.
Sure.
Do you have the stats with you?
Yes, I've got the block with me.
Okay. It's specifically athletics, and I don't think they
Is
don't.
athletics under strength?
Yeah. So it would be so roll me a strength check then.
Got you.
While this is going on, I'm gonna say everybody get in your winter clothes if you have them.
19.
19. All right. You'll be able to move your full speed at the moment. As
right.
it's getting heavier, but as you're going upwards, the snow is starting to pile on you, and you're doing the best you can, and it's so far it's working because you guys see an owl just and it disappear.
How high up am I?
You can
flight
go.
speed, 60
Yeah, you can
feet.
go up to 60 feet for sure.
Okay. I'm gonna ascend to 60 feet, and then
Okay.
assuming next turn rotation, I'm going to attempt to ascend another 60 feet.
Is for the purposes of RP, do you guys want to do anything in the tent? If so, talk about it amongst yourselves, and as me and Ryan will be doing the thing above. If you want to type it in chat so I can be a little bit prepared, cool. If not, and you're just waiting, then that's also cool. All right, roll me another strength check. As almost 40 minutes are passing by.
Oh, I did want to note, I have my wand out.
Okay.
Oh,
That's another
That's-
19.
Okay, you're doing fine. As you're using your wand to stay warm. I believe that's the effect that your wand has a minor property.
Yep.
All right.
It stays warm even in cold weather.
As that is good. As
I don't even know what my innate one does yet.
we probably never rolled, and
Yeah, I didn't.
we
I
did.
Didn't, I didn't
We've
roll.
rolled. We
I
just
didn't
we
roll
you
okay.
you couldn't figure it out because you couldn't go to your drive or something.
Oh, okay. I know where that is in the book, so I can do that in a second. We can do it on break.
Yeah.
So, as you're flying higher and higher, you're at 120 feet. You still can't see above you. You cannot see the clouds. You can't see anything.
Nothing?
Mm-mm.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm gonna go up another 60.
Okay.
I'm trying to break the upper limit of this.
All right. Roll me a. Okay, that's how tall. All right, roll me another.
Dirty 20.
All right, we're doing it. I'm just gonna do basic math.
I think
All right, you're at 360.
I'm at 180.
Oh, 100. I don't know why I was
Yeah, it's
timing. Yeah. So you still cannot see above you.
it's
You
good.
cannot see below you. It really feels freaky. It kind of feels like you're just floating in nothing at the moment. You are flying. The wind is trying to push you back ever so
Okay.
harder and harder.
This is dumb. What I'm about to say is dumb.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to have the wind push me out of the area of effect. Can I just willingly fold in wings and just let it blow me back?
Just
I'm
go like that.
I'm
And then
aerodynamic as hell.
glide.
Yeah, it's basically like catching a gust.
I
also
was say.
I also don't know wind speed, so if I take damage from this, I might very well turn back into human at 180 feet. Which is dangerous.
Yeah, it's very dangerous. I would say, roll me a acrobatics. Roll me an acrobatics.
Is that dex or strength?
That's dex.
Dex.
Good, I have a better plus on dex as a giant owl. That's an 11.
Okay. Before we get the results on what's happening, because I need to calculate this carefully. Yeah. All right. What is everybody doing in the tent?
I'm preparing something to help us defend ourselves.
What do you do?
Because we leveled up, I changed some spells because that's the only time the ranger can change spells.
Yeah.
Summon bestial spirit.
Oh, okay. Are you're preparing it or are you casting it?
I'm casting it.
Okay.
It's a small spirit. It's a small beast, kind of. For roleplay wise, my fairies are turning into it.
Okay. What beasts are they taking the shape of?
I am casting it to become air.
Ah, okay.
So,
Okay.
A flying creature that is native to the land where we are.
Okay, so it's not elemental. So, what animal do you choose?
Some kind of bird.
Okay, so it's just a generic bird. As you guys see that, apologies.
It can attack.
Eurasian magpies are a thing. They're one of my favorite animals from when I was over in Germany. They're like super intelligent crows.
Oh.
And they have...
Hey, that!
Yeah.
It really pretty crow.
They have a white body and black wings.
Are you, you're preparing it or you're casting it?
I'm casting it inside.
Okay, so as you guys see his wand move around Leon's and as his mutters his incantation, as his fairies just turn into these beautiful looking ravens. Anybody else doing anything in the tent?
Can I cast Mage Armor?
Yeah, of course.
Where's some?
Am I still frightened?
Role playing wise, yes, you are. The image is very scary. Mechanics, no.
Combat tactically, no.
Anybody else want to do anything in the tent?
I think I've lost my notebook. Oh, there it is.
I'm going to sit at the entrance very worried.
Okay. As you hold your wand, and your wand's doing its job. It's freezing, but you have a little heater right there.
Oh, and just so you know,
yes.
Pass Without Trace disappears because Pass Without Trace is concentration.
Okay.
And this spell is concentration.
I'm going to need Griswold in owl form to make me the dexterity saving throw.
Got you. Twelve. As
you're fighting the wind, and then you get the idea and kind of tuck to make sure that your wings get in the appropriate location. You start angling what you believe you need to, and let the wind pick you up, and then just carries you innately, and you feel like the tips of your wings are freezing. As you do, it's too much, too fast, and you're trying your best to glide as you're kind of moving down and up, and just because you're going with it, it's just too fast. You nick yourself on a treetop, and
I'm 180 feet in the air. Where the hell is a treetop 180 feet in the air?
The wind is pushing you. Yeah.
Okay, got you.
And I will lower the damage.
I have
based
19 points of health.
On what is happening.
Oh, Jesus.
Because instead of doing 18 dice...
How long has it been since
I would say maybe 10 minutes or so in total.
I've got 50 more minutes. Oh, fuck, but it's polymorph's concentration. I can drop out of this. I hit a treetop, right?
you hit a treetop that's going to trigger multiple things to happen.
Got you.
And as that ricochets, because of the wind blowing, the coldness, you hitting multiple things, you kind of strive your wing against a tall stone that you didn't make. Maybe it's like the edge of a mountain or something. It's just cascading, and as you're tumbling down, you do take 27 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right, so 9's gonna roll over to me. If that drops, I assume multiple hits. That's dropping concentration on polymorph.
Yeah.
I am human.
And with the sake of theater of the mind, as you're hitting all these things, we are cascading downward, and until you roll against snow and start tumbling. And I already pre-rolled, and I was gonna say 50 or higher, you landed where I wanted you, and anything lower, you landed in a dangerous spot. And we got a 60 something because 65. So as Neff, you're looking above and you don't see anything, but then you see a ball of snow just hit your feet, and you see a tumbling Griswold.
Wait, how much damage did I just take?
27 in total.
27 and okay, because I heard 65 and I was like, "Yep,
No.
I'm down."
I rolled percentiles to see what would happen in determination.
Okay.
So he hit the ground already?
Yeah, he's on the floor by your feet, rolled up in snow. He looks completely tangled. He looks like he's hit multiple stones, rocks, or twigs on him. He's banged up for sure.
I'm going to help. Actually, would I be able to pick him up?
Sure.
Or help him up?
Why not?
Okay.
You can yank me out of the snow.
I'm
that's
going
fine.
to yank him out of the snow, put him in the tent, and be like, "Do you need healing?"
I'm just going to very, very grumpily sit down and be like, "There's no fucking ceiling to this damn thing." Roll out the healing kit, and I'm just going to roll a self heal really quick.
As you're doing so, you notice that a lot of it's very, I think, 9 damage carried over?
9 carried over.
In comparison
I had
to
19.
to your max, it does look like a lot of it's superficial. It still needs to be checked, but it's not cosmetic, but it definitely needs to be looked at for sure.
Okay, I'll just roll the healing kit on it. It's 1d6 plus 4 plus character level.
And with the wind continuously blowing,
I am back to full health.
Okay.
That's 6 plus 8. That's 14 points. Yeah, I'm healed back to full.
Okay. You see that as Neff, you are kind of standing in there, is making sure, and the wind blows. It kind of hits the tent, but you're standing, so it doesn't necessarily knock the tent off. As you guys quickly start putting the tent in and putting it against the ground, the magical tent does fix itself, but when it does, it's still a regular tent. It just has the ability to self-make itself and undo itself, and teetering on after the self-healing on almost an hour of you guys being within this effect. I need everyone to make me a Constitution saving throw for the effects of this blizzard.
Okay. 14.
14. You are in a tent. Yes, con saving throw. You are in a tent.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right, good. Your 2 passes.
Of course, Neff.
21.
21's good.
5.
Bone's got 13.
13 passes. 5 does not, unfortunately. Jericho, what did you get? 15?
Yes.
Okay. Unfortunately, Griswold, probably because you were out so long and taking so much blunt force of the wind, we are taking our first point of exhaustion within this blizzard. And before we go on break, as the wind keeps on blowing and the snow keeps on piling, you start hearing and then off into the distance left of you
Oh shit.
And then of snowfall, of feet moving against snow, and then against the right, and then behind you hear just, and it sounds, and you've heard this sound before. Unfortunately, in the middle of combat, and throughout your adventures, you hear the sound of bones breaking. And we're going to go on break.
Not you, Bones, but
Not this bones breaking, but I'm looking for our bones. But all right, guys, we will be back as per usual. Things aren't always cliffhangers are great. All right, guys, we'll see you back in a bit.
goodbye.
Hey, yo, Vic, I've got the new script you sent us for the next episode. So we have new players? Who's Grayson? You know who that is?
Yeah, I'm reading that too. What's this? Tori Val? Tori Val?
So we have new players?
New players?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, dude. So it also says that the schedule's changed. We're playing on Mondays now?
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to Tuesday?
That'll team out Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh well.
Okay.
Okay.
And just one last little thing.
And it's online now?
Yeah, that. So we're not playing in the studio anymore. It's all online. Alright, man, that fucking works for me. Alright. Cool. See you later. Bye. Hi guys, as we are back, and again, you guys hear the cackling and the bone breaking of someone behind, all around, to the left, all around you.
Bone.
Bones. What do you guys do? As you're all within the tent right now.
I'm gonna go like this to everybody around me, and I'm gonna go. Don't say nothing.
Do I feel the point of exhaustion affecting?
Yes, yes, you do.
I'm going let me check lesser restoration and see if it's got a verbal component.
I am also going to very, very quietly get my maul out.
Roll me stealth then.
Yeah.
My one's already out.
Yeah.
Because I cast it a while ago.
Yeah, I'm very quietly gonna take out my sword.
Roll me stealth.
Ah!
Alright, lesser restoration is verbal and subatomic. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do lesser restoration. Kinda quiet if I can.
Okay. No, you can cast the spell. The spell will be casted. Just roll me stealth.
That's an 18.
18.
21.
Okay. Okay.
Of course.
Leveling up. Yeah.
As you guys are, you don't hear, but
7.
you see the blades being raised, the hammer being pulled out of the bag of holding. You just barely hear the whisper of the incantation, and the wand removes the effect from exhaustion from you.
Oh yes, that works.
Yep, it does work.
Oh, I just realized I had to roll that with disadvantage.
Yeah,
For this. Yeah,
okay,
no,
I'm
that
reading
was-
something else that says is DM discretion.
Okay.
So it's doing it because it says it can. These are examples of the list. One condition, 1 point of exhaustion is a condition. So
Oh, okay, that's fine.
yeah, I think greater does like possession and stuff like that. But yeah, so I think 1 level of exhaustion is totally fine with spending a level 2 spell. I think it's totally justifiable. As you guys are pulling out your blades, the ones are out. I won't have you roll. You'll just see at the kind of tips of as the wind keeps on blowing, as kind of already prematurely said what it is, but the strong winds, the heavy snow, the supernatural effect, it is freezing where you guys are. The adrenaline is kicking in, and the fear of what this could be is kind of making helping at the moment. But you hear against the snow, and you see this hand, this long, skinny blue hand, just twist against this notion, and then retwist, and then you see 2 legs fall against her. It looks like but the legs and the hands are facing completely different directions, as though the torso is broken. And then you start seeing it start walking around, and then you hear just, and then just scatters all around the entire head of the tent, and gets right up to the door, the little patch where the entrance would be, and even faster than Neff can run, this thing skirted all the way around.
Holy
And it's at the door to the tent.
You don't see it. You just see the slight little flap. Even though it's almost all the way close, you kind of, it's like bellowing and the wings just flowing. You see the feet on the floor at kind of like an inch above where the tent isn't 100% touching the ground. You see the feet and the hands as though this thing was crawling backwards and contorted.
I'm gonna say.
I don't like it.
I'm just gonna shout in Druidic. What do you want? I don't genuinely know if it's gonna understand it, but I'm trying anyway.
I have my maul up.
This is funny because what we just rolled, Neff, you're the only one that understands it. As you hear,
Comprehend language is so active.
okay, all right. Then you hear
an
this
hour.
entity speaking in giant, but it's not a giant. I know, technicality.
If it's a freaking giant speaking. Oh my god, this is stupid.
If it's a giant speaking giant, your staff will understand it because of the minor property.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Yeah, I know. But it's not a giant, so you don't hear it. As it just, you hear just, and you hear Jericho and Neff Bones. Bones to crush. Bones for Granny.
Like specifically bones?
And then
No, they are speaking about the thing, the skeleton that make us all up.
and you hear as it says present for the bones to give, and you see the hand move, like it has something in its huge meaty claws, like well, not meaty, thin claws, but large, as it's holding something out of the tent, and it looks like it's reaching down on the ground to leave it outside. Yes.
I am going to respond back in in giant. I'm going to say, "These are my bones."
As you hear that, as Jericho, you also hear that. Nobody else is understanding what's happening. As these two fairly scary people are speaking in giant to each other. As the bone here, as you kind of see it pulse, just breaks against itself. So where the elbow is completely goes against the opposite direction, and the hand moves down. Bones are for the hungry. And then you see it scutter off, and it leaves a circular frozen object in front of the door.
What the heck is that?
I'm gonna investigate it.
Yeah, I want to investigate
Without
it if it's a
touching
trap.
it.
I'm just gonna be like, let me know if it's a bone. I can use them. Just saying. Like, no pressure.
He's always hunting for a bone.
Like,
I only need bone dust to animate dead.
Okay,
I wanna-
roll me an
I wanna-
investigation. Yeah, but both of you.
I want to
Yeah.
investigate it with if it's a trap.
Okay.
Does that consider as as dungeon delver feat or no?
Because I think you have to specifically be in a dungeon for that to be active. No.
Okay.
But you have to be in like the right setting, the right mood, the right
Hey.
look at the right thing. So,
Not the best.
The blizzard isn't a
Oh, well,
dungeon
that's still a
in
good
and of
input.
itself.
what did you both get?
I got 14.
14.
Patient. I have a 22.
Good job.
As you guys are looking at it, it's really hard to see as it's just. First of all, it's supernaturally frozen. So it's not having the same properties as ice would normally have. It's not translucent at all. It's a very light to blue that it's conjuring around. And as you're looking at it, it's not trapped. If it was, it'd have to be really high level magic. And when you look at it, what you see is, as the first thing that kind of leads you to, it's not a perfect sphere. It kind of trickles down. And you see that the things that are trickled down are blood that literally got frozen in place as it's falling and got connected to whatever this thing is. And it's the head of a man with a helm on it and the Nazi emblem in front of it.
She's trying to freeze us to death.
I'm gonna tip my hat and take off my German clothes.
As
Go back to my regular clothes.
Oh yeah, I'm not in my normal or my disguise anymore. Sorry,
yeah,
I was wearing my winter clothes.
I need
now.
everybody.
I wanna.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, I'll give you guys a second or two.
I wanna mage hand and poke it. If it does anything.
The force of the mage hand.
10 pounds.
Yeah, 10. Which 10 pounds of force can like rip an ear, but like,
Yeah.
In context, it holds it, kind of squeeze against it. Nothing really happens. It interacts.
So it is just a head.
Yeah.
It's just a supernaturally frozen head of a Nazi soldier.
They deserve it. Listen.
Anything else that you guys want to do? I'm giving you all a round.
Can I peek out of the tent and see what kind of trees are around us? Are they like
Sure.
Are they like low hanging or are they like really tall trees where the
They're-
limbs are only really up high?
They're pretty tall. They're pretty tall.
They're pretty tall.
If that's the only thing you're discerning, then they're really tall because you flew through some and unfortunately got hit by some.
So like there's no low hanging limbs at all? They're all like really high up there?
They're far in between, but there will be some. I wouldn't say there wouldn't be.
I still have my maul at the ready.
Sure. Leon still has his wand. Blades are out. Anything specifically that Nero wants to do?
Oh, this is stupid. Cast plant growth. Centered on the center of the tent. 100-foot radius. Basically every tree in range.
Okay.
I'm trying to limit how much the wind and the snow are affecting us. I know it's supernaturally made, but I'm wondering if, like, maybe plant growth can like, maybe give us a nice, like, little buffer? Like, maybe a little relief? I'm trying. Every plant in range becomes thick and overgrown.
Yeah. I mean, it does. All the plants get thicker, and the trees as well. And it is providing difficult terrain for the purposes of the spell. But you're also noticing that the snow is just piling on top of it.
Well, shit. Okay, well, there's one of my third levels gone. Alright, that's my action.
Did anyone want to do anything else specifically? As you guys hear a cackle from way far off. And you see the ground around you look blue completely. As I need every single person to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck's sake.
24.
Okay, that is a pass for sure.
Man, these throws don't like me today.
18.
18 passes.
Ryan, roll with your left hand.
17
remember?
passes.
I rolled with my left hand, and that's what I got.
What'd you get, Ryan?
11.
11's a fail,
Which is a
unfortunately.
fail.
Unfortunately, yes. Bones.
23.
I
Alright.
got a 12.
12 is also a fail.
God, me and Bones are just getting shafted today. Like, goodness.
I mean, I rolled pretty high on the lower dice, and I rolled really low on the higher dice. So, we'll see what happens. As, I'm going to tell you the big number, and then I'll divide it in half in a second. As you guys just feel colder, and hear just something from above, and then the tent buckles in, and a huge stone made of complete out of ice as a large cylinder appears, and a ice storm was casted right on your vicinity.
Alright.
As
Fuck, I just learned this spell.
Wait. I guess I need to roll for my my little birdie.
Yeah, you do.
yeah,
Yeah, hold on.
as
Two.
Also, goodbye tent.
the tent is pretty smashed, completely smashed. Which we'll roll something in a second. Whoever's the owner of the tent, I need to roll.
13 on the burble.
That's a fail as well.
Yeah.
That bird's dead.
Yep.
That is 5 points of bludgeoning damage. I don't think that anyone has any resistance to it, so I'll calculate it in the end, and it's going to be 16, 17, 18. 18 of coal, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So 23 points of damage in total. That is for Griswold and Bones. Everybody else takes 12 points of damage. And this is it's cold damage and bludgeoning damage combined. So everybody takes 12.
I take nothing.
You take nothing. As the thing buckles in, and you quickly just roll out and kind of use the sword to cut a little bit of the tent that's already smashed out, and you see where the stones are falling, and you dodge out of the way innately. but we are as you barely see this old entity as she's kind of against a tree, looking almost like some kind of insect just against it, and then gets on all fours and scurries off into the mist and disappears.
Goodness.
I am shouting "fuck this" at the top of my lungs, activating symbiotic entity and running back towards where I think is the fallback point. Like, I'm trying to run back the way we came. Like,
Okay.
fuck this. Like, we need a plan. We don't have one. We're being ambushed. Fuck all this.
Okay.
I'm going. Are you trying to say something, Bones?
No. Yeah, Bones.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
24 points of damage, you said?
23.
Either way, almost bloody.
Alrighty. As you guys, what are we doing? Symbiotic is up.
I'm going to shout to everyone, run. Run back, I guess.
Which way? North?
The
I can
opposite
go
of
to
north.
All right. Are we all in agreement with the party?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
We need to get out.
I'm going to try to gather up the tent.
It's
Leave
completely
the tent
destroyed.
alone.
It's demolished. Leave
Okay.
it. I am shouting
Okay.
as Griswold.
If it's demolished, then I'm
Yeah.
not going to
Okay.
try.
As you guys are running, walking, what are
I'm
we
gonna
doing?
rage.
I am full tilt running. Like,
Okay.
nah. Not about it.
Okay. I will say, as you guys keep running, roll me perception, everybody, to see if we can keep track of each other first.
22.
16.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
$26.
19.
Okay. Okay. So far, everyone, you guys are keeping track of each other, staying pretty close. Bones, what did you get?
I got a 10.
Okay. Bones, as you kind of lose where everyone's going, and you see an arm being pulled toward you, and Leon kind of grabs you and puts you in front so everybody can stay close to each other. You guys are close enough. As you're running through, you're not really seeing terribly what's in front of you. It's not until the tree is about 2 or 3 feet in front of you before you start seeing it. You guys start moving. You guys start tailing and hauling. As you guys move for about 5 minutes, the blizzard's still all around you. 10 minutes, the blizzard's still all around you. About 15 minutes of jogging, and you see a stump that you guys kind of rested at before, and you're noticing that this is really far from where the forest entrance was, and the blizzard is still carrying through.
Good.
Um,
Did we awaken?
No, you've never... No, you have. Bones, Neff, Jericho, and
Sonia?
Sonia, you guys can all roll me an intelligence.
Ooh. That's my favorite.
Well, I think from that laugh, Neff doesn't know.
I got a 6.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay, alright, Bones, that's good.
Bones is sprinting
18.
in top
Okay.
speed and addressing her book. Just
You had 18?
So, the only one, unfortunately, that remembers, because I'm making a high DC to point out a thing, like DM's giving you here, which I like to do here time to time. DM's, those are good. Roll intelligence checks. See if the party member remembers something, because the characters are there in the real world, not us. The supernatural effect, the unable to manipulate the magic around, feels almost the same as when you encountered the Green Welsh. how its presence reshaped the properties of nature.
I don't like it.
And you saw how far that spread was.
I want to share with the party
Sure. What are you selling?
what we're thinking.
This Bones tells you guys this information.
Did we? How far north are we on like the map of France?
Let me show you.
Cause we.
Oh, did everything get erased? Oh shoot. Okay.
Oh no, the drawings just didn't
Yeah.
move with it. Ooh.
All right. Let me here. Yellow. Sure. If I can recall, something along this lines is occupied.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put different colors. So red because you guys are right there now. You guys are pretty close to there. Versus the place where the Madame's daughter is a
Red
little.
being. All right, you're gonna need to use a bigger dot because are you talking about that?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can use bigger. Let me draw a shape. Sure. That's where the daughter is. This is where you guys are. So
Oh, okay. We're just.
yeah, you guys are here.
We're in the red.
Yeah, you're in the red.
Okay.
We're about to be in the red literally if we don't get the fuck away from this bit.
Versus over here. Come on. Draw a shape. Is it's a little bit further south, but yay is where the Madame's is.
Ugh, fuck.
So you're still in the blizzard. What do we want to do?
This is stupid, but I don't think it'll follow us into a city.
You guys gonna just keep going?
Leon, do you have a map?
Where's
That's
my
a-
wand?
That's a lot of dice. I'm scared.
Oh, I was like, where's my wand? Oh wait, here.
No,
Um,
I don't need your damn compass. I need a map. We need a city.
Where's the north? And then I'm looking at my map too, that I wrote down.
Okay. All right. I will propose you a skill challenge to get out of this.
Okay.
All right. How are we going to get out of this? I will charge you 4 passes before 3 fails.
My map.
What are we
And
doing?
my wand north pointing to help you where pointed that.
All right. So what skill were we using?
Oh, skill?
Skill challenge.
Yeah.
I mean, I like survival.
Okay.
Remember the skill challenges until it's going to be based on a round. One skill for the entire group. So if someone rolls survival, nobody else can roll survival. You cannot roll 2 before. You can only roll 1 before it goes back around. So who wants to go first?
Yeah, I'm gonna use, I guess, survival with the map and stuff like that.
Okay.
'Cause that's all I can. Can I do investigation at the map?
You roll whatever you think is best, and you have to convince me that that's how it's going to roll down. You are writing the story, and at the end of this, I need other dice to be rolled to write more things about the individual you just encountered.
Yeah, I'm gonna use investigation because
Okay.
basically I'm looking at the map, looking at my wand. Where's north?
Okay. Okay.
And then north is here, so we're pointed this way. So
Yeah.
the closest city, blah blah blah, kind of.
Okay. So you want to roll investigation?
Allowed.
I think Jess, you have your hand up. Do you?
Yes. If Ryan or Griswold wants to do survival, I'll do nature.
Okay, so if you guys are okay with that, we have 3 already rolls. Let's do them in order. So Jeremiah, Jess,
Yeah.
and then Ryan.
It's cocked. I need to reroll.
Yeah,
that.
no, yeah. Tell me what you got.
Okay, investigation is a 18.
18. All right. So as you guys sit there for a minute,
Actually, can I change mine? I'm very sorry, but I just realized I've got my freaking shield on still. I get advantage on perception rolls.
Yeah, you haven't really rolled, so
I'll take perception instead.
Sure. Whatever you guys decide. You haven't rolled yet. Like Jeremiah said. Jeremiah, Leon, as you guys get together in huddle, and it's freezing, but you're using the kind of warmth of Neff's wand, and you're looking at the map, taking a second to calm down, to not get persuaded by just the intimidation that this witch is giving you guys. As you're looking at the wand, using your wand to make your words north, pinpointing on the map, and you have a very, very clear idea of where to go. Not that you can see, but just based on what's around, where you need to take place. Based on where you were, based on where you're going, you have a good idea. So our first one is definitely a pass. Neff, second one, what are we doing?
You can take survival if you want it.
I could do survival or I could do nature. What do you guys think?
Which one's the higher plus?
Both of them are the same, actually.
Okay, well then I do what you
basically,
want.
convince, pick what you want and then convince Jesus what's gonna happen.
Okay,
to the
survival is gonna be the easier one to convince.
Okay, I agree with that statement. Yes.
That is a 21 total.
All right, passing the second one. Okay, putting the die at 2. With that information, as before, now that you are needing to kind of adjust your strategy instead of the tracking mechanism going backwards, looking at trees, looking at the formations of what's close to the map. This is a very old map, so the cities weren't here, but a lot of the geography and essence of what's going for the next distance that we're going to be traveling. You guys are making pace. You're going in a hurry. You're looking behind you, and what is our perception?
Okay, that's decent. Let's see if I can get higher. Perception is a 24.
All right, you guys are powering through this.
I get a +7 to it.
As you guys are 3 for 3. Looking behind you, making sure that the entity is not there. This witch, this. If Neff is correct, this old, from conversations we had before we went live again, second time. This old guardian. Exactly what Leon has said. What have you guys awakened? If it was you. You don't see anyone behind you. You, with the shield being at your side, and you guys going further and further away, you're getting a little bit clearer vision, and you're noticing pitfalls and traps and hazards here and there. And because you've succeeded all of them, I will say thus far, I will say that you're starting to notice that a lot of the roads, the actual roads themselves, are completely jagged in ice, and the ice is poking out in very sharp motions. The stones around you are also frozen in almost hook-like positions. Like a lot of very specific things that trail in and out that you guys have not been taken are frozen in a way to hurt or cause damage or something. The environment has been manipulated by this blizzard for sure. What is our fourth check?
Yeah, quick question though. Like, how long has it been?
I would say when this whole thing ends, I'll give you a set time frame, depending on how many passes and fails. Because this is all kind of happening at the same time.
Like, has it been like at least an hour or anything like that?
I wouldn't. Again, I cannot tell you until we have all the rolls. Yeah.
Okay.
At this current moment, an hour has not passed by. I would not say that.
Did my symbiotic drop?
How long does your symbiotic last?
10 minutes.
We'll say that it's there for now until we get more rolls, because you are passing a lot.
Okay.
What is the fourth skill challenge, guys? The fourth skill?
Does somebody different have to roll?
And it has to be somebody different.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we've got Bones, Sonia, and Jericho that
Mhm.
still need to try this.
Okay. I'll do perception.
Perception
I
has
already
already been
did.
rolled.
Already-
Perception, survival, and
Okay, yeah.
investigation. Oh, insight. Sorry, insight.
Investigation.
Oh, investigation. Okay, okay.
Investigation.
Yeah.
As the wind is
Can
Just-
I roll
mhm.
performance?
you're gonna have to convince me on that one.
Well, I feel like there is an element to some artistic flair getting around all of these perceived hazards. So maybe not just being careful, but being kind of fancy.
Can
with
I
it.
convince on her behalf?
Fancy foot.
No, because it has to be
No?
her.
Okay.
All right. Roll me performance.
We're fancy dancing this. This traps.
Freaking
Ice
Queen.
dancing, if you will.
Queen's playing in the background. Don't stop me now.
Yeah.
What did you get?
I rolled a nat 20, so that's a 24.
Okay. And with the gesturing and whimsical play and hithering here and there, you guys are get that little morale bonus and it kind of ignoring a little bit the fringing cold, using Bones' motions to assist in hopping over things or getting around, and it just bringing in a slight bit of joy, just enough to encourage you guys to continue on with the path. And I will say that within the hour, you guys make it as you're running and running and running. You guys break a mile of this hazard. And the blizzard is technically behind you. But the effects of the strong wind and the snow are carrying over to this abandoned village nearby.
Oh, abandoned village, thank God.
And with this, I will need one last Constitution saving throw.
Fuck's sake.
As the skill challenge has been met.
That's- I have a 12.
12 passes.
I also have a 12.
12 passes.
14.
14
it's the
passes.
first saving throw I actually managed
Pass.
to stick.
I thought that was a fail. That was.
So did I.
This is against
12.
12 passes.
Oh.
Neff, I'm assuming you get a high as fuck number.
Yeah, Constitution. Like,
Constitution save.
Yes.
like.
What? Neff, what's your number? High as fuck.
Highest. It's
Watch her say 3 or some shit like that.
no. 19.
Yeah. So as you guys are still freezing, you're noticing that a lot of you are like literally shivering and shaking, and Griswold, because of the amount of fails, you have a little tint blue on you, but and rosy as fuck cheeks.
That no one can see because I'm still wearing my damn mask.
Yeah. All they see is just the fog.
No,
coming
you,
from-
you just see like the edges of the mask frozen to my face, and I'm just like, fuck this goddamn country.
I will say that there is a completely abandoned little shack with a old water well. It looks like a frozen lake next to it, and a couple of like completely demolished buildings next to it. Only one standing. If you wish to regroup there, you may.
Yeah, when we get there, I'm gonna tell the party it's like we need to find shelter from this wind.
I was gonna say
It's
start.
freeze
Leon.
us to death.
Leon, what time is it?
Oh, I
As I
will.
look at my
I will
watch.
beat him to the punch and check my own metal-free watch.
I'm not wearing my watch right now. Like my physical Jeremiah watch. What
So,
time is it?
I would say that it's probably close to like 7. Because you guys have been like 2 hours, a little bit longer in the forest.
Oh
and
yeah,
running out.
my Burbo is not there anymore.
Yeah, I'm sorry about your burble.
Dissipates back to my back
To
to
fairies.
my fairies, back to my pouch.
Alright, as your fairies go back. So, you guys still have the terrifying Bones and Griswold, for sure. But as you guys take a second to rest, you notice that a minute or two have passed and nobody said a word within this. And then just the image of that entity is striking at your
Was it-
face.
I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, I was way too zoomed in to be comfortable with that.
It's
Like,
right
I-
in front of
like-
us.
I'm gonna throw y'all an image in Discord of what exactly popped out at me out of nowhere, and y'all can keep going. But this
Yeah,
is
I was not ready for this.
So-
when you changed it.
Because of what I told you guys, I really wanted you to create this individual.
fucking jump scare from hell. Anyway,
Well, I mean, not hell, Hades. Even though it doesn't exist in this world. I'm not joking. I need you guys, and in any order you want. Anyone that wants to do it, but one per person only. We're going to make this individual because this person, this humanoid, it's not a humanoid, does have things that I can roll to create it. That's how cool and important they are in the D&D world. So, whoever wants to, I need them to roll me a D8. They're gonna roll their personality right now.
Oh boy.
mid-session. Wow.
4. Okay.
One person at a time. Like you say, I want to do it. So, who wants to take that? I heard Jeremiah and I heard
Give it to Steph.
Steph. Oh,
Yes, Steph was louder.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we got a 4. All right. Okay. That's creepy as fuck. All right, cool. Let's go with the D6. Who wants to roll it?
Ah,
A what?
D6.
D6.
I'll take it.
Let's see what her ideal is.
Nat 1.
All right.
oh,
Okay. Let's keep going. What is their bond? I need a
I'll take
D8.
cool.
Me.
I'll take it.
So one.
Oh,
Jeremiah, Neff literally already called it.
she
What?
did. She
Then
just.
she'll take it, and then you were just like,
Oh, well-
me, and then you rolled it. and
She
then-
did say like two. Well. I want to make sure that's not just like audio issues. She did
It's
say it 3
okay.
times.
He'll
No,
take
give it to
I'll
Jess.
take the next one.
That's fine. No,
Okay.
you could do it
Okay.
right now.
Okay, it's a D8, please.
D8.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. And it went on the ground. That is a 4.
4. Okay.
No, wait. Yep, that's 4.
All right. I need. What is her flaw? Give me a D6. Whoever wants to roll it. Say it out loud first. Okay, Jericho.
Yeah, I heard
Okay.
Jericho.
All right, Josh, give me a roll.
2.
2. Okay. We have a 2 for a flaw. And the really scary ones. I need a D10.
Me.
All right, Jeremiah. Roll me a D10.
That's a 9.
A 9.
9.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. And then who has not rolled?
Bones.
Bones.
Give
All right.
me bones.
I need Lee to roll me a D100 percentiles.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Please hit 100. Make her benevolent.
100. 100. And then
Oh, please don't get 100. That's really fucked up.
I got it 66.
yes. One more 6.
So close. Use
Oh,
his face.
So is it?
Wow. Okay.
His face is like, wow, I'm gonna TPK these guys for the character they rolled.
I don't
Okay,
have a
that's-
backup character for this game, so
That's gross.
Gross?
Yeah.
Like
Gross.
I'm
eating
scared.
eating human toenails gross or like worse?
Like, she already ripped out someone's intestines and ate them in front of you, and this is grosser.
Oh wow. Well then.
Is she eating the intestine?
Yes.
So, as you guys are in this hut, and just the image of her, and you cannot get rid of that cackling laugh. For a second or two, you have to kind of look prior to the window that's kind of shattered, kind of move the dust out of the way to make sure that nobody's out there. And as far as you can tell, as the blizzard keeps on going through, and the effects of the wind and the snow are piling heavy, looks like you're safe at the moment. Be careful, Jeremiah. That's expensive. What? Order of the Broken Moth. What do we do?
Y'all just want to chill here? Maybe be gone in the
we're already
morning.
chilled.
Please don't say the word chill. I am triggered.
Like, are we inside a building right now?
You're inside of the hut, yeah, or the small abandoned building. I will say, for the purpose of this, the building is 2 floors. The ceiling on the top is completely demolished, but the ceiling at the bottom is at least enough to provide shelter for you guys. Some of the windows are smashed here and there, and you see boards kind of trying to cover it up. The place looks like it's been completely ransacked. You see a dirty mattress in the corner. There's cups and booze that empty bottles just everywhere. You don't see anything useful or helpful. Some of you see some of the in the kitchen, everything smashed, destroyed. There will be an outhouse. It looks like they have no plumbing at all. Then the images of the well being outside kind of kick in. So, with this horribly, barely useful shelter, what do we do?
I'm gonna look to Sonya and be like, message you damn what's her face and ask her if she knew about this thing. Blizzard producing blue monstrosity that looks at Nazis and eats them alive?
Honestly, I think she would have told us if this was here last time she came past, so this might actually be new. Because I see no reason why she wouldn't tell us. And I don't want to waste the spell slot.
Is there wind coming in?
Not enough to really like bother you guys, but it is cold. I would say that within the shelter you guys are in, I say that the temperature is probably like in the mid-30s. It's cold, but not freezing to death cold.
Light an
I want to
effing
get
fire.
yeah, that's what I was planning to do. That's why I was asking for the wind inside the.
It's not a lot of wind at all. Not enough to matter.
Yeah, because I do have a torch. Yeah, I have a torch, and I wanna grab some little wood here and there that I can use. Probably,
Okay.
like, can I? Do you need me to roll investigation or something?
No, you can find wood, or you can break things to make the wood.
Like dry enough to make a campfire.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
You see that the
campfire.
chimney that's leading above isn't really terribly useful, and after you make the fire, a lot of the not smog, the I guess just the it is the smog, the black smoke
Yeah.
smoke kind of bellows within, but not enough to cause you any damage or hurt. It's just a little bit inside, just like how kind of obscure and damaged this location is.
Okay, I'm going to, I guess, start a short rest here. I need to regain a use of symbiotic.
Okay, I'll say that you because you have to take an hour of short rest, only 30 minutes of it being basic moving. So like starting a fire completely qualifies for that. So like if you guys want to take a short rest, totally good for me.
And then I'm going to sit down in front of the fire, and I'm going to be like, we need a plan. Like, bad. Because that was a dumpster fire. I was expecting to have to fight German soldiers, and suddenly there's this blue bitch, and...
It might be the guardian of the forest that we were in. Just
I want
like
you to notice this on her.
Yeah.
And then notice this.
Yeah, I totally didn't see those.
And also, she spoke giant.
Wait, notice what was the second thing you pinged?
Her head. The comparison of the size of the skull versus her face. Look at her hand. She is a very big creature.
Is she a size profile above medium? So large?
Yes, she is. She will be considered large.
Okay, so like 8 feet tall?
A tiny bit taller than that. I believe 8's the limit of medium. So in the 9-ish range.
Jeez.
A foe my size.
Someone that can reach my strength in battle.
If you are considered large, I am concerned for my own well-being.
No.
I'm gonna roll some hit die to
Sure.
repair or to regain health.
Sure.
No, I think Leon is taller than Nav.
Do I add any pluses to the hit
But-
die roll?
Con.
Bigger.
Con?
Oh yeah, she definitely has more muscle mass than
Yeah.
I think she probably has like 4 of you guys' muscle mass. She's a hefty. she's fucking strong. I think me and Vic were discussing, and I think Neff is probably as beastly as Wes, and Wes is 2 levels higher than she is. So what do you guys want to do? What does the order want to do? As we're rolling up hit die, we're getting some special abilities, starting the fire.
Roll a hit die.
Yeah. Anyone that wants to, please do so.
Do we want to go around this thing? Do y'all want to fight it? Like, I don't want to fight it.
I want to
Okay,
look.
that reminds me of something from the past. That area is going to be like a mile long.
Jesus, as a point of reference, I rolled 4 hit die and I am back up to full health.
Okay, all right. Just recall that you guys will recover half your hit die after a long rest. So you guys are level 8. So if you want to meta it a little bit, 4 is the maximum you can use. So tomorrow when you sleep and wake up the next day, you will be back at a full. So if you do 5, you recover only 4. So you'll be at 7 instead of 8. If that makes sense.
Okay.
I want to look at my map
Mm-hmm.
and to look where we are and where our destination is. Like, did we move further or closer to it?
Oh, you're further from your destination. You're further away for sure.
Okay.
He said we went a few miles.
You went a mile for sure.
Okay.
Then
And then I'll look to Sonia and be like, is this like the damn Welsh? Can we even go around this thing?
Going around it might. We never tried to do it. Like, it never worked for us. It might be tricky, but going through it will be a pain in the ass.
Bones, because you did get a nat 20 on your intelligence, everything Sonia is saying is true. You do recall when Moody was giving you, like, here's a strategy on the Welsh, the territory it manipulated was almost 5 miles around. As you guys are seeing the blizzard that came in 2 hours, full up roar blizzard, shorter because you were in it for an hour, continues on further than you can see.
Right, I want to remind Sonya of that too and just tell her what he had said.
And I'm just gonna make a note because I don't know if I voiced it to the party earlier. That thing, I flew up a good frickin' distance as a bird, and well, yeah, it's fun being a bird, but in that situation, it's not very much fun being a bird. I went up pretty high, and I was still getting blasted by wind, so flying over might not be an option.
like, I think the way to get there is through it. We can probably go around it. It'll take us longer, but think that's safer? Do we just want to leave this thing alone?
That's
I think the storm it's creating would scare anything that would be harmful, or not even harmful towards it. So
that thing wasn't trying to fight us on equal terms. It was toying with us. It knew it had the upper hand against, and I'm just gonna look around and be like, us. 6 of us versus 1 of it, and it's toying with us? Yeah, I say we avoid the damn thing. Like, let it have its forest. That ain't none of my fucking business.
Like, did Bones say about the Welsh thing, like it's like 5 miles away or something like that?
Yeah.
And with that, I'm gonna look at my map, kind of like trace it out and estimate the 5 miles around it.
Yeah. Roll me
roll
roll me an investigation. For sure.
You said we only moved 1 mile, right?
Yeah.
That is a 15.
Yeah, no, easy enough. With you've been looking at this map for a while. You've been getting a lot of good rolls. You've been moving through it. Nev's been helping you and traverse a lot of the area. If it's true that it's 5 miles, we're using that as a point of reference, right?
Yeah.
The location that you guys are going to, it almost like let me take you guys back to the
Le map.
Yeah, to the map. If we can, actually, I really don't know if this is gonna work, but because of how big. Oh, that all the things are over here. Oh, the map literally moved. Therefore, the things moved. So the forest of Mons Darashi. I can't pronounce it. That forest is All right, that just didn't work at all. Okay, the forest you went in kind of encompasses almost half of that area. Gosh dang it! I need to stop doing that. Okay, we're here. Okay, drawing. Sure, freehand. You'd imagine that this is probably the entire distance. And you think that probably if your calculations are correct, within half a mile where you were, you would have been at that villa territory. This is almost the center of it, or it's a little bit further north.
Then yeah, I'll tell the party that the destination we're trying to go to is in the middle of that blizzard. That's what I'm afraid of.
Do I have anything to call? Woof.
One more time?
I'm just thinking out loud. I'm like, do I have anything to combat cold?
I don't know.
Neff's gonna say, I'd like to avoid a fight if possible.
If we're trying to go to our destination, I don't think we're gonna avoid that fight. Like I said, the blizzard, our destination, where the sister location is in the middle of that blizzard.
Also note that you guys were moving at half speed the entire time.
Yeah.
And she was faster than Neff in her element. She actually
faster than Neff at full speed.
She did not sink in the snow, and she's bigger than Neff.
Yeah, with what we got information to, like I said, it was like it looks like that's the guardian of that location, just like that would live was doing. So if the wood nymph attacked the sanctuary, then I'm guessing this creature is the one attacking the sister sanctuary location.
I don't think the nymph was attacking the sanctuary. I think it was guarding it.
Per se. It kind of attacked it.
Oh, it was corrupted by Grindelwald, but...
Yeah. And same thing with what's going on here.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
fair. You've got
basically exactly what's going on, to tell you.
We need... If it's a fight we can't avoid, we need some kind of strategy. We need... fucking snowblower. Wait, those probably don't exist yet. But fuck. I'll look to Bones and be like, got anything in your book about this? Like, she old. She gotta be old.
She gotta be old.
Sure. Bones wants to take
Can I roll?
roll me history? Yeah.
I'm being more of a smartass by saying it, but also actually trying to glean, like we are starved for information right now. We're in a foreign country, we're in the middle of the fucking woods, in an abandoned shack, outside of a blizzard, and we have no plan. We need knowledge, and we need it fast.
I got a 14.
As you look through your books, very Hermione-esque at the moment. Oh, does that show? Oh, that show. Okay. As you're looking through your books and trying to see if there's anything, you definitely don't see this individual there at all. The closest thing that you will see will be like more feral. She looks a little bit more feral than what you see. There are, into 14, there are some dark witches, old dark witches, that their magic and their practices are completely illegal, and that is where the fear of magic came from. They have been nicknamed hags, as to discern their complete and utter inhumane ways. They're powerful, and the book tells you that the reason why they get their power is because they do horrific things. One example is drinking the blood of a unicorn.
Oh boy. Oh fucking boy.
Wow. You went there.
Where do you think that motherfucker learned some of these tactics? We never explored where he learned his shit.
I don't know. I don't have Leon's actual wand, but just pretend this is Leon's actual wand in the studio.
I wonder if it can be blinded. That's me thinking out loud as a player, not saying as Griswold.
I mean, you can say it as Griswold too.
I mean, yeah, sure, why not?
So, order, what do you guys want to do?
Yeah, I'm a little triggered by darkness. I don't know that that's the best choice here.
No, I'm not talking about that. I got blindness deafness on my second level. I can blind the bitch. We need...
Just thinking out loud, but I think the instincts are more feral and animal-like, so I don't think blindness would stop it.
You're right. You're definitely right. Confusion might just make it worse. I've only got 1/4 level left. I hate to say it as a player, but I'm actually thinking in league terms here. We need a front line, we need someone mid-range, and we need backline.
Backline.
Like,
Can we make a physical
I wonder
trap?
who's frontline.
frontline is actually me and you, Neff.
I just realized what I said. Neff said frontline, and she's a werewolf.
Oh lord, yeah, you need your heartworm medication there, bud. Just a little bit. I mean, as a nuclear option, we could just go Feral v Feral. I could Moonbeam, Neff, and Jericho, and then,
I might
Nice.
kill Jericho. I don't want to do that.
I mean, fair. That's fair. And the Moonbeam
He's
would
super
also
sneaky. You can't catch him.
Moonbeam would also hurt you in the transition, like bad. So that's probably not an option.
It's an option I really don't want to do because I
Right,
cannot
so it's-
control myself.
It's off the table. As Sonia has said before, I don't consent to being polymorphed. You don't consent to being moonbeamed. Totally okay. Like,
This sounds way dirtier than it really
Someone's
wanted
gonna
to.
counter press anyway, so watch out.
So if frontline's me and Neff, our first job is to basically soak hits.
And we have 2 snipers. One physical sniper and one mage sniper.
So
I'm an AD carry.
our job, Neff, is going to be to soak hits and draw its attention while our backline can land shots on it.
I can do that.
I can try and slow it down, but
I can try to break its legs, but of
Like,
course it
I don't
seems
even-
like it doesn't matter to
I don't
it.
even know if spike growth's going to affect this thing, but I can try it. So I guess, yeah, we're just frontline and backline. We don't really have a mid-range here. 'Cause
In a way, Josh, Jericho, and Sonia are mid-range because me and Bones can be like 600 feet away. They're pew pew.
yeah,
Pew, pew.
I'm long range.
I
Caster,
do
Yeah.
better when I'm 5 feet next
I'm
to the
sniper.
sneak attack. Sneak attack.
so, yeah, so it'd be me, Neff, and Jericho frontlining, with Jericho on the flank.
Jericho's more of like an assassin.
Yeah, he's the flanker. He's
Yeah.
going around and trying to make a pick on it. The problem is it moves faster than Neff.
Yep.
It's
I
also
can try to break its legs, but like I said, it didn't seem to.
it'd probably just stand on its freaking hands and still sprint at us at the same speed.
Yep.
Or its
Like,
fingers or something.
yeah. Or just like levitate ominously, like T-posing. Just
I don't want it.
But- Here's the problem we are gonna occur. We barely see anybody more than 5 feet away from us.
is there a way to clear the damn snow? I'd say wait till summer, but we don't have that kind of time. Is there a way to clear the snow?
Fireball.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking mass like fireball on a freaking giant patch of snow would wouldn't it flash steam it, or because it's magical, I don't know. I think the same logic applies to like casting fireball underwater. It's still gonna be fireball.
It's still gonna be fireball. Still have the
So-
effects.
So it like fireball cast towards snow wouldn't melt it.
No, it would damage the surrounding areas, but it would not melt it. The residual heat after the spell has been casted will have some minor effects for sure.
But it's not gonna flash steam it and like cook the bitch
So it
alive.
almost
Correct, yeah.
makes sense to have our backline draw get torches and draw in the snow a ring of fire, basically.
How are we gonna get a ring around moving
I
to?
don't know. We get a bunch of torches and go.
Wait, Jesus, can I rotate spells on a short rest? as a druid, or do
I
I need a
don't
long
think
rest?
so. I think it's only a long rest.
A long rest.
Yeah. Also, just so you guys know, which we have not been using any of these, we have not used this rule at all. And the only one that is able to do this without this rule is Bones, as a sorcerer. Whenever you wake up, you have to spend that time to prepare your spells. So if you wake up in the middle of the night, without armor, without spells prepared, you are only cantripped. The only one that can cast spells in the middle of the night, as this specific example, would be Bones. With sorcerers, do not have to prepare their spells. They're considered prepared at all time. For the sake of preparing spells for RPing, you need to spend time. I need to look specific at the book. Old rules is you need to spend 1 hour. Essentially, you pick and meditate what spells you get. Even if it's just, the same ones from last night, it still takes a while. So, Order of the Broken Moth. As apparently we're losing bit rates, and I don't know why. Oh man, we're at Did we get? Are we not live? We were at 19 for a second. That was scary. Instead of streaming at a
19.
Yeah, instead of our usual 2200, we were at like 19. Apparently, we were dropping frames like a motherfucker. Which nothing's happening, so I don't understand why. So, with you guys being huddled up in this shack, barely getting close enough to this hag to have any inclination of what's happening, as the Order of the Broken Moth licks their metaphorical and some physical wounds, starts preparing on what to do ahead, and fears the worst that this creature, this hag's ability reaches the length that the Welsh could reach. Knowing that there is one of the Vela compound, sanctuary, whichever you want to call it, village, which is smaller than village, in this area. And one further ahead, we're going to end tonight's game and plan on what's going to happen next week, as you guys are encountering a very, very old trigger warning form of magic. And with that horrible image, we're going to end tonight's game. Alright guys, we will see you next week, and we see what the Order wants to do about this hag. Be safe. Like her, stay at a distance. Don't
She is social distancing incarnate.
Yeah.
If you violate social distancing, you're gonna get a visit from her in your freaking sleep.
Oh my god, that'll be horribly terrifying. Alright guys, we'll see you later. Please be safe. Take care. Adios. Oh wait! One's at the ready first. What am I doing?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
I don't know
God.
about you, DM.
God. What? I'm just so scared of this hag that I want to just close the screen right now. Alright guys, with our wands out, as everyone in the audience also should have your wands out. The wands at the ready. We'll say adios. Bye everybody. Please be safe. Take care.
Bye.